Hi, Stacy here with Bluebird Paper and Thread and BluebirdNeedlework.com. Thank you for joining me today. Today is Saturday, June 13th, 2026. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My channel is on my hobbies. Right now, primarily that's cross-stitching with a little bit of sewing and a tiny little bit of quilting thrown in. I also enjoy paper crafting. I like to make greeting cards, gift tags, gift card holders, treat boxes, that kind of thing. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm so glad that you decided to stop by and see what I've been up to this week. This week I don't think I have a new start, but I worked on some of my whips. I did not get my Friday focus done. We'll talk about that. I started a new Sunday sampler, and I didn't start it, but I pulled it out to be my Sunday sampler. We'll explain in a little bit. And then I decided to clean out my craft closet. I was home on Thursday. I needed to flex some time because I worked the weekend before. And, so I took Thursday off, which was great. And I got tired of seeing fabric all over my living room. And so I thought, you've been wanting to clean out your sewing cabinet closet. Why don't you do that? It's done. But why did I do that? I don't know. I just okay. So I pulled everything out of the cabinet. I threw a bunch of stuff away. I set a bunch of stuff aside to go to the Goodwill. And I found some things I had been looking for that I had forgotten that I had, or I forgot about them and I stopped looking for them. So I've got one of them here to share. And it took me most of the morning. I think I started about 8:30 in the morning, 8 or 8:30, and I wasn't done until like 10:45, which isn't that bad. I know, but still, just one of those things where I got in it and my mom called me and I was talking to her and I'm like, why did I do this again? I found a basket, like one of these types of baskets, but smaller, full of my grandmother's beading stuff from when she did make her own hats, millinery. When she made her own hats. So that was exciting. And I had kept some of the glass vials that the beads came in, but they were empty. And I'm like, why? They're sticky, they're discolored. So I tossed the ones that were empty, and I did not find the antique silver beads that I'm pretty sure I've got somewhere to finish my Quaker Star. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that one yet. I'm going to keep looking and we'll see how that goes. So at work, next week we start our summer camp program, 9 weeks of summer camp. I cannot believe that it's already here. It's just the spring, it just flew by. And, I'm afraid that the summer, which is my favorite season, is also going to fly by. So, I'm, not super happy about that part of it because, it's kind of what happens. So I'm trying to enjoy every moment. I will be staying the night this Thursday and next Thursday overnight. In camp, we do an overnight, and there needs to be an actual staff person up all night long, and that will be me. I've done it for several years. It's, I can do it for a couple more years. It's fine. So I will be there. I will go in late afternoon, like 3:30 or 4, and I will stay until my replacement comes in the morning. I'm hoping I can get her there at like 6:30, maybe 7. Then I can just hop in my car and go home. But we'll see. We'll see how that all works out. I I will bring stitching with me because that really is legitimately the only way I can stay up past 2. Because I tried to bring a book, and I struggle at midnight to stay awake when I bring a book. So I thought with it, at least with stitching, it's active, it's not passive. So it helps to keep me awake longer. So I typically bring my Stitching with the Housewives monthly weigh-in series. I am not done with that yet. And I make pretty good progress while I am sitting out there working all night long. So I'm kind of excited about that. It'll be 2 Thursdays in a row. I should be able to get June done. And then I can move on to the next one, which I believe is July. I don't think I have July done. That also means that having most of the day off on Thursday, and then I will take all of Friday off. Maybe I'll try to get some painting done. I've got things like from Chantel's that need to be painted. So maybe I will work on that piece a little bit. See how far I can get. I have these really cute pinwheels from Chantel's 141 from her Patreon group. So I thought maybe Thursday and Friday might be a fun time to paint. We'll see. I'm just kind of looking to have those days off so I can get some fun crafts done. I do have to work on the 27th, prepping and training our resident camp staff before we go to camp, but that's easy peasy. It's fine. It shouldn't be too much of a big deal on that. So the day will go by quickly, and then I'll have 2 more Saturdays. I'll be done. Actually, not true. I have 3 more Saturdays I have to work this summer. We have an all-staff training the 8th of August. I have staff training for our resident camp on the 27th and the 11th. And then I'm gone, and I come home on the 18th. I think it's the 18th of July. So, I'm in it. I'm in it. So, and then once we get past the training on August 8th, then truly my summer can begin. We'll go on vacation at the end of the month of August. So a lot going on. It's typical summer for me. We make the best of it. Okay, let's go and see what I have been stitching. I have a new Friday focus. My Friday focus, for those of you that are new, I do a Friday focus and I do a Sunday sampler. And what I will do is I will pick a whip out of my stash. Typically Friday is a small, and Sunday sampler. It can be any size sampler. I will pick out 2 pieces, and that's what I'll work on those days, Fridays and Sundays, until they're done. The smalls take typically 3 to 4 weeks usually. The samplers, like this last sampler that I finished, the Simple Life, that took me maybe 6 or 8 weeks to finish. So I've been making progress with getting things across the finish line by doing that. So I'm excited to continue working on that. What I did is my new Friday focus is Quaker Christmas Star by Hello from Liz Matthews. And this is the finish that I'm looking for the antique beads. Because I'm stitching mine on, I believe, Vintage Country Mocha. And I think it's the this right size. Let's see. 36 count. And all I have is one more Quaker motif to finish, and then this can be finished. But here we go. So I was hoping that I would have gotten this done yesterday, and I did not, because when I came home from work, I had to fill some orders that I got online through my website. And then we took my son and his girlfriend to dinner, and then she wanted to go to Michael's, and of course we're like, sure. So we went to Michael's and had a really fun time shopping. She and I bought beads and like split them. We just had a really good time. So by the time I sat down to do this, I had an hour left. Not even an hour. I had like 45 minutes. So I literally got this little piece right here done. And I needed to go to bed because I was tired and I needed to get up early today to be at work early for a parent orientation. So, all that being said, maybe next Friday it could be a finish. The reason I'm looking for those antique silver beads is I think the tarnish on them would go really, really well with this fabric. I could pick something like this. This would also, can you see the glare? That might be okay. Or even, I think I might have some green. That would be kind of fun. But that's where I'm at. I am going to do finish it in the star shape. I used the called for floss on this, but I changed Merry Christmas from the called for, which was 918, and I went with, I can never remember the number. I wanted it more red. 918 is definitely more on the rust side. And I went with 3831. So it's a little more red. But I love this. I can see it in a Christmas display, and I'm so excited to get it done. And it will look like that when it's done. So maybe next week it'll be a finish. We shall see. Okay. Along with Friday Focus and Sunday Sampler, I have a big, awesome project that I'm working on for my husband, and it is called Star Wars. This is from a designer I found on Etsy. It's a lot. I do have a page finish. My first page finish. It's page 3 because I started right in through here, and I'm really, really excited about it. But when I tell you the percentage done, you'll laugh. The chart, just to give you an idea, is 39 pages. I have, let's see, I have worked on this piece for 26 hours and 45 minutes. The total number of stitches are 111,076 stitches. I have stitched 4,282 stitches, which puts me at 3.86% done. That's it. One page and a little bit on the other page. So this is what I've got done. Ugh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I did finally decide to come back and do page 2 and page 1 so I could have 1, 2, and 3 done, and then I'll move to 4, and we'll just kind of keep going in the direction that it's got me going in. So it's Saturday. So when I sit down to stitch this evening, this will come out. And I stitch on it until I get tired of stitching on it in the evening, which is usually like bedtime, or until my iPad's battery dies, whichever comes first. Because I do have this in Markup XP because I thought it would be easier to track the stitches because there's so much 310 black in this piece. So I'm really happy. I'm stitching this one on a 40 count Verdal, Verdal, even weave. So it's really nice. I think it's got a little polyester in it, so it really it feels nice, and the floss really just kind of glides right through it. Okay, my new Sunday sampler is Halloween Quaker by Lila Studio. So I started this about the time it came out, I think. Does it say when it came out? 2017. So I didn't. I started this a little later. Probably 2021. And I got all the fun Quaker motifs done on this side, and then I got over here and I kind of lost steam. I love this piece. I need to get it finished, so that's why I bumped it into the Sunday sampler. I did not get much of this stitched last week. I forget what we were doing, but I only got a little bit of it done. I am stitching this on Murky, which is the called for, and my count is, oh geez, 32 count Murky. And here is what I've got done. So what I worked on, and I know I've got to finish this pumpkin right here. I finished this crow, I started this crow, and I worked on that bat. That's it. That's all I did. So I'll pull it out again tomorrow and we'll see if I can't get a little bit further along with it. Over here, it looks like there's something missing, and it's my initials, and I think the year. I'm not sure what color I want to do it in, so that's why I waited. I'm really, really liking this purple color, but I don't know if that'll be too much purple because it's the same color that's right here and right here. So I'm not sure if it'll be too much purple there. I just figured I'd wait until I got the whole thing done, and then I would make that decision and go back in and stitch it. And I think this fabric is perfect for this piece. And I will frame it and bring it out at Halloween time. I wonder how many weeks it'll take for me to finish this one. I wonder if I'll get it done by the end of summer. That would be a good goal. I think I can get it done by the end of summer, maybe. Okay. Starting to feel a little bit of the summer stitching vibes. And so I am working on the Country Cottage Needlework series, Beach Boardwalk. And I'm stitching the second storefront, which is the surf shop. And I'm stitching this on 32 count Star Sapphire linen, which I believe is the called for. And I was making progress and I was so happy. And then I started getting down into the white foam of the ocean and things weren't working out. And then I started in on the blue of the ocean and things weren't working out. So then I looked at the pattern more closely and I counted, and I had to rip out half of the dock and all of the water and foam that I had already stitched because I didn't make it long enough. But then I stitched it back over, most of it, so we are good to go the next time I pull this one out. So I've got the ice cream shop done. Took a long time. And then working on the surf shop. So I think this will be really cute, framed up above one of my windows. I think it's the perfect size, actually. So kind of felt good to bring this out and work on it a little bit. And I'm using the called for. I ordered this this series through Annabella's when it came out, and it came with the called for floss for each chart. No, she did a floss pack. She did a floss pack and the chart, so each time the chart was released, I would get it in the mail. Although I think either one got lost in the mail or I've lost one. I think I'm missing one, so I think it's the one that says like Beach Boardwalk on it, the middle. I haven't run across it, so if it's not in this bag, then I think I'm gonna have to order it because I don't have it. Okay, this one is in a project bag by me with bag charm by me. This bag charm is in my store. And I'll be making more. There's only one left. I only did two, so there's one left. I'll be making a little bit more. But here we go. Beach Quaker by Primrose Cottage is what is in that bag and what I'm working on. And I am stitching this on 36 count raw Edinburgh linen. And here is my progress. So I finished this motif and I finished these fish. I think I finished those fish. Yes. The colors on this, because it's a 36, it's one strand. They're not really popping as much as I was hoping for. But in real life, when you're looking at it, you can tell. And when I've ironed it and I've got it in a pillow form, I think it's going to be just fine. But that's where I'm at with it. That's a little better. So, I love her Quakers. She does such a good job. So cute. The sample is stitched on 32 count taupe Lugana. So similar, it's just smaller and it's a little, because it's raw, it's not as finished looking. But I love it in my beachy project bag. And then this one is my 2025 birthday start. And I've got my birthday bling on it. So I'm excited about that. This is Let It Snow by Brenda Gervais. I wanted something a little smaller, more manageable. I did that in 2024 and I was able to finish it in the year, and I wanted to do that again because there's a couple pieces from I think 2023 and 2022 where they're bigger and they're nowhere near being done. So I really wanted something smaller for the win. And here's where I'm at. So I finished the words down here, Let It Snow, and I did all the snowflakes in through here. This is stitched on 40 count Snow Flurries linen by Live and Dye LA. And it's a real pretty linen piece. In real life, it does show up a little bit better, but that's what it is. I did beads as the snowflakes inside of the cloche because that's what she did in the pattern, and I liked the look. If you didn't like the beads, you could do French knots. You could do a specialty stitch, like a Smyrna cross would be cute, which is what these little ones are. So there's other things you could do if you did not want beads, but I don't mind the beads. I think it's fun to add them to the pieces. So I'm thinking I can get this one done by August if I bring it out maybe 2 more times. So and that is it. I did not stitch on Thursday because I was cleaning out my closet, and then I sat down and I put some product on my website, and then I went out with friends, and when I came back I had to get up at like 4:45 in the morning to be at work early to open up for the construction crew. So I just was kind of paranoid that I would not get enough sleep, so I just kind of like came home and went to bed. So I did that. So nothing on Thursday this week, and but I still feel like I accomplished a lot, which is good. When I was cleaning out my my cabinet, I came across some treasures that I kind of had forgotten about. I had purchased this, and I'm not sure where, probably Etsy. This you can do for it's an embroidery motif packet, and it's a copy of an original, and I'm not sure when this was actually originally printed. I am thinking at least the 40s or the 50s. And it's patriotic themed, which is why I loved it so. But this is what I got. So it's, you know, a book of different, not a book, like a handout of different things that you can do to make either embroider, or it has in here instructions to color and then embroider. Like that was a thing not too long ago. I think I would have to put this on something that I could photocopy for a transfer. Would that be using a printer cartridge or printer that has toner? I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. But how nice to run across it in, again, in at our 250th anniversary. So that's fun. And I love the vintage look. I really, really do. This is just beautiful. Love it. I ordered the Liberty box from Fat Quarter Shop. It did come in today, but I'm not going to show it because I just got it, which means she's just shipped things out. So I'm going to wait another week before I show it, at least. I think she gives a date of when we can talk about it on our channels. So you will see the things that are in there, but not today. But I did get the finishing kit because I do want to make the quilt. So I picked up the finishing kit, which is some white and then this really cute fabric for the backing. So I'm excited that that came in. I joined the Color and Cotton Color Wheel Club, and I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that this year they're focusing on green and different shades of green. So I decided I was going to treat myself to 36 and 40 count of this green. I don't have a lot of green, so I'm okay with that. And this is what came. So Leapfrog is the color. So it's definitely a green. It's got a light mottling. It's a yellowy green. Not quite sure what I will stitch on this. I'm sure something will come across my desk at some point. But I'm happy to have it because, there are times where I'm like, gosh, I wish I had a little bit different color green or, to work on, and it just takes a while. This is the 40 count. So that was 36 and I showed you this is 40 count. So very, very similar. In the coloring. Is that it? Yes, that's it. That's all I got. That's all that came in. I am waiting for my bolt of Pellon interfacing. I ordered it May, I don't know, like 26th, 25th, something like that. And it still isn't here, and there's no estimated delivery. So last night I I ordered it through Amazon. I went onto Amazon because it was only supposed to take a week to get to me. And I requested to cancel the order. So they approved the cancellation. I'm getting a full refund. And I went in and I ordered from a different company what I wanted, and it is supposed to be here next week. So that's good news because I've got things that I want. I got things I gotta do, and I need that interfacing to do what I need to do. So hopefully it won't get lost on a boat somewhere, and it will actually make it into my house so I can get started. It's times like this where I really, 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 really miss Joann's, because I would just run up there and buy a bolt. I can't do that. I suppose I could probably go over to Hobby Lobby. I haven't really gone to see if they have like an unpackaged bolt, or if I could purchase an unpackaged bolt. I'm not sure if that would be on, if I could get a discount on it. I'll have to start paying attention and look at that. But that's where we're at with that piece of it. And there's quite a few things that I'd like to get working on. So I need that interfacing really bad. So, okay, so this week coming up, I will be working odd shifts. So I will be working regular shift Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I might try to get off a little bit early on one of those days, coming in late on Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, I think I'm off so I can do a regular video. Yes. So you'll expect a regular video next Saturday as well. And I should be able to get quite a bit of stitching done. So I'm excited for that, to see how that works out. Other than that, I'm just poking along, trying to get my stitching done and enjoy my time, trying to stay calm right before summer camp starts, which is a challenge in and of itself. What are you gonna do? All right, that is it for me today. If you haven't done so already, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Be sure to share the video, like the video, comment on the video. I do read the comments, and I love to read the comments, and I will acknowledge each of them with the little heart-like emoji that I click on through YouTube. If not, actually write back to you via comment. So I am excited for that. If you haven't done so already, hop over to my website, bluebirdneedlework.com, and put yourself on the newsletter mailing list. There is a link there to do that. I will send out a newsletter I think right now I'm at like every 3 to 6 weeks, with occasional, like I put in my bag charms this week, and so I sent a newsletter out just saying that they're up and ready and good to go. Thank you. You guys have blown me away, and I have to make more today. So, which is a good thing. I'm excited. So it's because they're fun. They're quick, they're easy, they're fun, and they're beautiful. And now I've got my son's girlfriend kind of on that bandwagon a little bit. So I think we're going to be having a really good time this summer putting stuff like that together. Have a great rest of your weekend. Have a great week ahead. And until next time, happy stitching. Bye.